Hello, everybody. Uh, we're here. Sorry about the inconvenience, but I don't know what happened with the Be Live broadcast, but um it did not it did not go off as planned. So we're going to pop back over to the live uh, here on Facebook at Inspired to Achieve Global TV, and we're going to see if we can do this way. Um, hey, while we're waiting, have something to show you guys. There it is. There it is. Can everybody see that? There it is. And actually, we were going to talk to Miss St. Clair today. She has purchased the book, so we were going to get her views and get a review from her on the book. But currently, at this point, we're still unable to see her. So we're going to just continue to move forward. Hey, Pastor Alex, how are you, sir? God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. We're talking today here on the Light Bulb Moment. If you'll bear with me, we're having some technical difficulties, but we're trying to move forward. We thank you so much, Mr. Terrence Freeman. Thank you so much for joining the broadcast on today. We're experiencing, as I was stating, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. We have a guest who is supposed to join us on today. Let's see if we can get her in. She says she's here. Unfortunately, I do not. Miss Roxanne, maybe you can. Oh, there you are. Let's see. Let's see if this works now. Technical difficulties. We have the electronic gremlins working today, but that's okay. We we
Yeah, we made it.
we're
We
gonna
got it.
work
We got it to
around.
work.
Yes, yes. We're gonna work around it. Blessings to you, Miss Roxanne. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm very well, thank you. Excuse the background noise. I'm actually at an event as we speak, but because we'd booked to connect today, I've snuck away and found a relatively quiet space so that we can continue with our interview today.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I'm not gonna. I told you I was not going to be real drastic today, but on Saturdays on the Light Bulb Moment, what we do is we talk about my book. I have written a book. I understand that you purchased the book,
I have
so
indeed.
we're we're, we're going to. And she said she read it actually, ladies and gentlemen. On the book at this time, Miss Roxanne, what did you think about the book?
Right, you're freezing up a little bit.
Okay. I had just asked, what did you think about the book?
Well, I must admit that the first couple of pages, I started reading and I couldn't put it down because it was quite intriguing to actually read your story. Now, originally we'd sort of spoken briefly, but you hadn't shared any of your story with me. So reading the book was the first I really got in to hear any of your story. And I was like, wow, it was quite wasn't what I was expecting, and yeah, really inspired by sort of the steps that were taken and how you navigated yourself through the different events and circumstances.
It was a journey. It was a journey. You know, as a minister, you stand in front of people and you tell them this and that, and say, hey, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And a lot of ministers don't have any background into what they're telling. It's kind of hard for a minister to stand up and say, hey, you shouldn't do drugs if you've never done drugs. You don't know what a person goes through when they're addicted to drugs. I a little bit different. I wasn't always saved. I knew exactly what it was like to be a drug addict and to be depressed to the point of
Yeah.
suicide. So, you know, it gave me a little bit different perspective in writing the book, just to help people to understand that there is hope. There's a better way. So, what else did you get from the book, Miss Roxanne?
I think one of the things what struck for me was your integrity around not identifying other people specifically. So although you told the other person's story, you didn't feel the need to actually put their name in there to go into their personal business. So giving them the space to share their own story as and when they chose to, and not taking liberties with actually sharing that. And I thought it was quite cleverly done, actually.
Uh, I actually wrote the book in the third person originally, and in speaking to Mr. Tab, need to change some stuff. They should know that this is your story. So I had to change it. Um, but, you know, I thought that it was best to, as you say, allow people the freedom to tell their own story. This was mine. So I wanted them to have the ability to, at some point, tell their own story. So that's what I tried to do. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, uh, Miss St. Clair, I'm so sorry. She purchased her, and unfortunately, her book, her version, does not include Mr. Bradley Chapman foreword. As soon it's been corrected on Amazon at however, as soon as we get that squared away, I'm going to make sure that you get one that does contain the foreword, because his foreword was an amazing piece of literature that I couldn't believe. Uh, it says I'm garbled or gabled, garbled. Mr. Sinclair says I'm garbled. Okay. Well, Miss St. Clair, tell us a little bit about what you do, and as far as what you do in London, some of the charities that you're associated with.
Okay, I'm a trustee of two at the moment. So one of them is the Mary Seacole Trust, and we're the legacy charity of what was the Mary Seacole Memorial Statue Appeal. Now, many people in the nursing profession would probably have heard of Mary Seacole. She came from Jamaica. She was a self-taught sort of doctoress, so she knew all about the natural remedies that people could use to help cure themselves of particular illnesses, etc. So we came together and we erected a statue to her, and it's here in London in a prime bit of real estate right off of Westminster Bridge in the gardens of St Thomas's Hospital. So the statue's been up now for 2 years. So I was instrumental in that being erected, and I project managed the completion and the installation, as well as being the treasurer for the charity. And I've
Mm-hmm.
stayed
Mm-hmm.
on to the new charity, and I am now the chair for the education committee within the charity itself. And it's just phenomenal because our idea is that we use her characteristics and her qualities to encourage
Right.
current generations to really see those qualities in themselves and to live life from that premise. So, you know, she was an entrepreneur. She had compassion. She had lots of character, tenacity, perseverance. And these are things that we're encouraging young children in the education program to really see that in themselves, but see in other people that they know in their regular day-to-day lives. So that's one of the charities. The other one, I'm the chair of the Commonwealth Girls Education Fund, and we sponsor girls' secondary education in their own Commonwealth country. And last week we had a huge event, which is an annual event, and it's the Commonwealth Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps us to raise funds so that we can continue to sponsor the girls. Each year we aim to sponsor between 300 and 350 girls across 30 different
Wow.
countries.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing. That's
yes.
good. That's good. I remember you were at the event on last week, and I remember I'm not going to give anything away, but I just know from the grapevine, so to speak, that you did quite well. You did quite well,
We
and
did.
congratulations to the success
Thank
of
you.
that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what you do is you get a bit of sense why I call this lady amazing. She's an amazing woman, and it's easy to understand why she is one of Mr. Bradley Chapman's chosen 12, the original, and she's also an award-winning motivational speaker. She's just an outstanding lady. I am so honored to have her and to be naming her as one of my friends. It is just an amazing. Uh, Ever since she and I connected, she's also called me Pastor Roy from the beginning. So I'm Pastor Roy in the United Kingdom, guys.
Exactly.
That's how it is. But it's been an amazing journey, uh, Miss St. Clair, and I thank you so much for buying the book. Thank you for your
Sure.
review of the book. And I'm not going to hold you very long, but I would like to have you talk a little bit about Yes, You Can Inspire to Achieve. Talk to a little bit about your role in that organization and that group, as well as the global TV platform.
Okay, well, I originally got introduced to Bradley for Yes You Can via another colleague, Sabrina. And at that time, it was to stage a huge 2 day event that was going to have a number of speakers and other ideas around that. So this was back, I think, towards the end of March of this year. And we got talking, and one of my skills, I should say, is that I'm about systems, processes, organization, and structured. I've been around business for the last, I don't even want to say how many decades I've been around business, because I keep telling people I'm 21, so the maths won't quite add up. So I enjoy business and I get fascinated by business. So when speaking to Bradley and he was sharing the vision of Yes You Can with me, it resonated because it was about connecting heart-centered change makers who really want to go out and help people. And that was the premise, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what caught my attention, because there are a lot of people that say they want to help people, but they're more there for the limelight rather than to see the transformation in others. So that's the
That's
thing
right.
that drew me in. And the platform it's evolved and it's changed. We've had a number of speakers awards now, so we had 3 speakers awards, and we've got an event that's due to come out I'll say September, maybe that's Divine Inspiration. And we've got the global TV platform, which we're on at the moment. And like yourself, I also have a show on there. And, a number of us were invited to be broadcasters on the Inspired to Achieve Global TV platform. Expertise. So
Mm-hmm.
with you, it's your light bulb moment. where you're our spiritual guide, should we say, in terms of the Yes You Can family. You will always come and give us some scripture, give us some of your wisdom that just enables us to have that spiritual connection and maintain that connection. Because I think sometimes in the day to day, we can get caught up in life and sometimes forget that our first communication should be with source. And I'm saying source deliberately because we are of many denominations and we all connect to a greater and a higher good. So whatever people want to call it, there's one greater and higher good that we all connect to. And
That's
so, you
it.
know, your words of inspiration and encouragement are invaluable. And you know, like yourself, I mentioned I'm interested in business and executives and leadership. So mine is the executive suite. And again, it's people coming together, which you often do, to connect, to
Hmm.
recharge our batteries and to support each other so that we can continue to go out and do good, continue to make a difference and help people transform their lives. And yeah, so that's what the platform's really about, helping people to make a difference and sharing our wisdom and knowledge.
And that was one of the things that really resonated with me as well, the helping people. Because and just so that you guys know that I'm not all spiritual all the time, just mostly spiritual most of the time. But in business, and I stated this on one of my other broadcasts, in business, in order for you to be successful in business, I think you first have to be successful as a human being first. And you cannot be successful as a human being unless you have love. That's where the key to it is, as far as the global TV network and platform, as well as Yes You Can, because it is based and grounded on loving thy neighbor, helping them to be better, and helping them to understand that they can be more than they anticipate that they can be. And so that is something that has really, that Bradley Chapman is just he is just an awesome, amazing character, amazing character, amazing character. I love him to death. But we have extended over our period of 20 minutes here at this point, but I do want to have you back again, Miss St. Clair, at a time where we can have things a little bit better. I did want to try out the Be Live platform. I'm going to try it again at some point. We'll see how that works. But thank you so much for your time and taking time away from your event to spend a few moments with us here. Thank you for buying the book. That's personally for me. You were only one, and we'll let everybody else see this on the replay. But thank you so much for joining us. This has been Minister Roy Reagan, Pastor Roy, as I'm known in the United Kingdom. Light bulb moment, and an amazing lady, Miss Roxanne St. Clair, who is one of Bradley Chapman's original 12 speakers. So thank you so much for joining us. Come back and see us again on. I think I'm kind of freezing up, but I have a bit of a treat for you. I'm gonna say this, and we hope this works out. Mr. Chapman himself is going to be here next Tuesday. So there's a treat for
Fabulous.
you. You may want to tune in. Yeah, you may want to tune in. I'm gonna have some grilling questions for him. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna see if he.
Oh, and you didn't share with people about your 59 days of successes. So you had a target, didn't you, for by the end of the year? How many copies of your book are we going to get sold?
We're gonna get 50 copies sold. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I actually intended to. Well, I have one of the executives of the global TV platform on with us right now. So if they're gonna get mad, they're gonna have to get mad at her. Tell us a little bit about that 59-day success challenge. If they get mad, they got to get mad at her.
Exactly. Yeah, but if I can quickly just share with people that what we'd agreed, and I can see Robert's on as well, is that we wanted to end the year strong. So a few of us came together and agreed that, and this was a couple of weekends ago, we agreed that we were going to have the end of the year strong with 59 days of successes. So every day we would celebrate one win for that day. No matter how large or small, we would celebrate a win. And in that 59 days, Pastor Roy, or Minister Roy in the US, decided that, well, he would like to challenge himself to actually inspire 50 people who purchased a copy of his book. And, a few of us have purchased copies. I've read it already. And yes, there is something for each of us to learn. And it's something that's so easy to read. So even if you don't see yourself as a reader, it doesn't take you too long to read because he gets right to the point. He doesn't overextend on anything. He just tells you as it is. So if you're watching and you want to be part of our 59 Days of Successes and you want to encourage and help Pastor/Minister Roy achieve his goal that he set for himself to end this year strong, I encourage you to purchase a copy of his book, and maybe he'll come on and interview you as well. So I'm going to be quiet now on that note, now that I've said that, and put you in it.
As a matter of fact, I did put that out there on the Yes You Can Inspire to Achieve page, that if you bought a copy of the book, I would interview you on camera. So it's out there, ladies and gentlemen. If you buy a copy of the book, I will interview you on my broadcast. So if you want to be on Global TV, buy the book and I'll put you on Global TV. Praise the Lord. But
Wow.
I thank God for the opportunity. I really do. This opportunity has truly, it's touched me in more ways than one. Connecting with Bradley Chapman happened to be one of the most inspiring things that ever happened in my life. He was the one who actually called me at 1 o'clock in the morning, my time, and woke me up and like, you need to write a book. What? You need to write a book. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, never done this before, so I didn't know what he was talking about, but it's done at this point. And so I'm really thankful to God for that opportunity, to share that story. Hopefully, someone to understand that there is hope, there is a better way, which is what the premise of the book was written about. I have sold a few copies of the book at this point. Still a little bit of ways away from the 50, but I still got a month to go. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit more on next Saturday. And again, join us again on Tuesday. We will have Mr. Bradley Chapman on himself. Everybody come and share with us. Thank you so much. Everybody give a big hello to Miss Roxanne St. Clair. Awesome, awesome, awesome woman. Awesome lady. I love her to death. So you guys come on with Yes You Can Inspire to Achieve. Join the group, and then you can join 59 Days Success. And it's less than 59 days now, but that's okay. Get in where you fit in. Is all I can tell you. Just get in where you fit in. But we've had an outstanding time here with Miss St. Clair on today. Thank you so much, Roxanne, for taking time out of your busy schedule. We know that you're very busy. We really appreciate you taking this opportunity to speak to us. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, until Tuesday at 7 p.m., which is about 1 o'clock, so y'all have to catch it on the replay in the UK. But until that time, we'll talk to you later. This has been Minister Roy on the Light Bulb Moment and the amazing Roxanne St. Clair. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great rest of the day. And good luck on your event. Good luck on your event.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.